It's Sunday morning, a little after 8 o'clock on the 17th of February. And I got a good, refreshing 3.5 hours of sleep. And as you can see, my truck is out there waiting for me to get inside to go to Oregon. And you can see that the setting here is also Hayward, California. And I don't like doing anything negative. I don't like saying negative things. I don't like doing anything that's going to attract more negativity. But I just have to say that after yesterday, and I've said this so many times before, but if I am told I will never be able to set foot in the Bay Area ever again, I could actually die a happy man. I don't like coming here. Nothing good happens to me in the Bay Area, ever. Well, maybe I have an exception here and there, like the time I played with It's Okay back in 2001, but, it was under other circumstances, but having to come here to work, you can have it. I don't want it. So yesterday, waking up and having to go into work, I got enough sleep that night. I did okay. But I had a job to do. They, wasn't supposed to be very big. And I figured I'll get it done. I'll get it done, and I'll come back. I can probably have some time to do my laundry and then get ready for the following day. Because, I had to use a straight truck, one of the ones at the yard. And so I went to the job site, and I've already, woke up in a malaise that I just couldn't even handle very well, trying to keep it all together. Got a little, well, not a little one, but a fairly good-sized Siamese cat at home, and I knew that yesterday was going to be the last day of his life. I knew that from the beginning, and I'm just waiting for a word from home for that to happen. Anyway, I get to the job site, and it's more than what they said it was. It was twice the size of what it was originally going to be, and it was a mess. It was scattered all over the place, just completely strewn about, and now I got to go in there and make some order of it. So anyway, I called the office and I tried to see if I could get somebody to come out there to help me. Eventually somebody did, but having to go through that was bad enough. I'm getting the apartment prepped, and I accidentally knock over a bicycle, and I took a big chunk out of the wall. And that's going to go against my score. Yeah. I know that already. But, my mind wasn't in a very good place to begin with. So I'm doing the job. I keep going on with it. And I'm just trying to just push ahead. And I'm waiting for in the afternoon I got word with the final picture of Flip, Siamese cat. Jackie sent it to me. She said that was the last picture ever taken. He's no longer with us. And I was just trying to do whatever I could to keep it together, and like I'm trying to do right now. So I have to go on, get this job done. And so, finally around 6 o'clock, the job is done. It's on the straight truck, and now I have to take it back to the warehouse so that I can transfer it over to a trailer so I can drive it up north to Seattle. And I got in the truck and I just said, okay, I'm in no mood to do this right now. I just want to go back to a nice, warm hotel room and get some sleep first, because I'd be much better off just loading it in the morning, taking off, getting somewhere in the southern part of Oregon, and then going from there. So I get in the truck, start it up, and it ran for about 30 seconds, and then it died. And it's not starting up again. I tried it, it's not starting up. So naturally I have to call maintenance, tell them what's going on so they can prep all of the work orders and everything, and then they can just, go from there. And then it was up to me to make the phone calls to get fleet maintenance on the phone, to have somebody out and take a look at the truck. I'm like 20 miles away from the warehouse. So I go ahead and I wait. And about 2 hours later, somebody shows up, and then he looks at it, and there's nothing he can do about it. So the next logical step is to get a tow truck. A tow truck over there, and then the truck didn't show up until 2:30 a.m. And even then, whenever he showed up, the guy was in the same predicament I was. He wasn't in his normal truck. So a lot of equipment wasn't on there. The guy who usually drives it took all of the equipment that was key to getting it done off of there. And not only that, they told him that that truck was going to be empty. And it wasn't. I had like 8,000 pounds worth of somebody's apartment in there. So it was, that meant that he would have been stopped at the scale on the way in. So we had to take back roads, which took even longer, and got to the hotel room at 4 a.m. All I want to do is sleep. I fall asleep. And now I'm waking up. And I have to face the day on 3.5 hours of sleep, and just hope that I can do this without causing any more harm. But there are people in the head offices or something like that. I told them how I feel about the Bay Area, and they've respected my wishes as best as they can. And they really try to accommodate their workers, I know, but this was unavoidable. I had to come to the Bay Area and take care of all of this. And, I figured, how much trouble can I get into doing a little 4,000 pound job that turned into 8,000 pounds? And, like I said, I don't like being negative, because it just attracts more negativity. But I'm really not. Well, I hate to say things like this, because I know that there are, people who live here. But if they were to given enough advance warning, I guess, and the whole bay turned into a toilet bowl, and it just took everything out of the Bay Area, making it uninhabitable, I would. That's mean. I shouldn't say that. But at the same time, I can't really. If I ever find out again that I'm going to be coming back here, I'm going to have to just get on my knees and beg, please don't. I've already had enough trouble with the people around here. I'm not even allowed to get weights here, because I had a falling out with the guy at the scale, and he banned me. Good, because I didn't like dealing with that piece of. Guys like him get me into a lot of trouble. And I spoke my piece, and I'm just going to get on with my day and hope for the best. And with that, I would just like to say thank you to everybody who are on my side, and I sometimes think I don't deserve it, but well, That's where we are. Anyway, rest in peace, Flip. I love you. Signing off.